It's Tuesday, 7:14 a.m. You're standing in your kitchen wearing a t-shirt you've owned since 2018. You just checked the number. You did it. You're officially a millionaire. You expected a choir of angels. You expected the weight of the world to slide off your shoulders. But instead, you feel nothing. You still have that dent in your car door. You still have a 9 a.m. meeting with a boss who drains your energy. The millionaire title used to be the ceiling, the ultimate destination. But today, for many, hitting 7 figures feels less like winning the lottery and more like finally reaching the floor. Today, we're going to talk about the psychological unlock of wealth and why the math of 2024 has turned the American dream into a moving goalpost. Why does $1 million feel like nothing? Because we don't live on net worth, we live on cash flow. In the world of retirement planning, we use the 4% rule. It's the safe amount you can pull from your portfolio every year without running out of money. 4% of $1 million is $40,000 a year. Now, let's look at the average American reality. Average household spending around $5,577 a month. Annual total over $67,000. If you retired today with $1 million, you are $27,000 short of even being average. You aren't living in a penthouse in Miami, you're living a lifestyle that's technically below the median household expenditure. This is the 4% trap. $1 million is a psychological milestone, but mathematically, it's just a part-time salary replacement. Some people will say just live on less, but the structural hill we are climbing is steeper than it was for our parents. In 1970, the home price-to-income ratio was 3.2. Today, it's 5.0. A $500,000 starter home isn't a luxury. In many markets, it's the entry fee. This creates a financial tightrope act even for high earners. And then there's the Pavement Princess culture. We see $900 to $1,200 monthly car payments becoming the norm. That isn't transportation, that is wealth destruction with cup holders. This leads us to the Henrys, high earners not rich yet. 41% of people earning between $300,000 and $500,000 are still living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they've found sophisticated ways to consume every dollar. If your lifestyle scales as fast as your raises, $1 million will always feel like nothing. Forget what you see on Instagram. The typical millionaire is hiding in plain sight. 79% received zero inheritance. Most common jobs? Teachers, engineers, accountants. They aren't crypto kings or lottery winners. They are people who were too boring to quit. They drive used Toyotas. They've invested consistently for an average of 28 years. They didn't get lucky. They just outlasted their own impulses. There's a psychological glitch in our brains called hedonic adaptation. Remember when you were making $40,000 and thought $100,000 would make you set? Then you hit $100,000 and realized you just have more expensive problems. According to a recent Schwab survey, Americans now feel you need $2.5 million to feel wealthy and $5.3 million to consider yourself a success. The disappointment of $1 million comes from realizing it gives you options, but it doesn't give you immunity. You aren't rich yet, you're just not doing the Sunday night math anymore, the panicked calculation of whether you can afford to quit a job you hate. So how do we move from the millionaire floor to true freedom? We have to understand the levels. Level 1, $1 million. Stability, the ability to survive a crisis. Level 2, $3 million plus. Work becomes truly optional. Level 3, $10 million plus. The buy, borrow, die phase of ultra-high net worth. To get there, remember the 7-5-3-1 rule. 7 years, the average time for your money to double. 5-3-1, focus on diversifying and not interrupting the machine. The first $100,000 is a bitch. There's no other way to say it. You have to claw for it. But after that, compounding takes over. Compounding is like a lily pad covering a lake. It looks like nothing is happening for 20 years, and then in the final few days, it covers the entire surface. Your money has a job now, and unlike you, your money doesn't get tired, it doesn't get bored, and it doesn't get distracted by a $70,000 truck. Real wealth isn't the number on that investment app at 7:14 a.m. Real wealth is the walking away money. It's the ability to look at a situation that doesn't serve your soul and say, no. $1 million might feel like nothing, but it is the foundation of your no. Stay the course. Don't quit when it gets boring, because the view from the top is only possible if you don't stop at the first floor.